Hello and welcome back to Gianthold for the level 27 episode of the Battles of Brother Purple. We're sitting here looking down this time on the campfire from the area around the Storm Reaver's inner sanctum and the entrance to the Gianthold Tor. We've done everything bar the crucible in Gianthold and looked pretty good doing it. We were really good in the Madstone crater where the bird attacks and the quivering palm came to the fore, dealing with keeping those single target things away from the giants. So that was nice. It was nice to begin to be using the quivering palm, although I suspect that if running in a group when the key generation would not be, you see I've still got a load of key from the last quest. When the key generation would not be so plentiful, I don't think I could be so profligate with the use of that attack. But even so, it's nice that I've probably used it more in that one quest than I have in most of the leveling process. And given how good it is, it's a bit of a shame we haven't used it more. But I was pleased, and I hope to show you in this one, because this is another one where they come at you in ones and twos. I hope to be able to show how devastating that can be. No more points there to spend, so let's just show you we've begun to stack up in Shadow Dancer, as I'm satisfied with what we've got in here. So my hope is that we can, well, I'm sure we will make enough points to get the next core in there. I've gone with some reflex saves. I think we're up to 63, but in Reaper mode that'll be around 70, maybe more. Mid 70s probably with the greater heroism. I could push it higher with the water stance thing, the flow of water. If that was doubled properly, then I probably would take that. But as the game seems not to be doing that, then I'll take it after I've done all the offensive options. I'm looking for that, immune to energy drain and 5 double strike, and also the fortification bypass in there, because we seem to be stacking that up like crazy. If we can get that 15, we'll be on 80 fort bypass without the bird attack. So most of our attacks will bypass most enemy fort without having the bird land, which would be great. We took the feat haste, or what's it called, blinding speed, isn't it, at 27. I think most people would have saucers and things for that, but as our boots don't have the max speed, I quite like the sound of 30% speed and 15% bonus to melee attack speed, because we've only got 8 out of these boots. So I like the look of that. The only reason to change to these now would be for the feather falling, if ever we need it. And I want to experience before I end this life the raw speed of the monk at top speed, and now we're going to be able to do that with it always on, so that's nice. We had an awesome passage through the Lost Souls swamp on the high road. Did that on Reaper 2 as most of the chain, and the earth elemental and woodwards and plants, all of which I assume have top fortification, they were just getting absolutely destroyed. Hit them with the bird and things were getting obliterated. So I was very pleased with how that was going, because I'm used to sort of having to chip away at things like that. So that worked really nicely. What else have I got written down? We have 10 imbue dice. We've had 10 imbue dice for some time, but the melee power increasing has meant that our imbue is doing meaningful damage. I fully expect Wagon to have observed and told me roughly how much that is by now. I'm just not one to observe these things, but I have seen in one or two of the little playbacks that we've gone from doing sort of 30s and 40s and 50s in early epics to a couple of hundred here and there, so that's nice. In another quest on the high road, the one where you've got to protect the Harper guy, very often he gets surrounded by enemies. Now I know he's invulnerable, but it's nice when he builds a pack of opponents around him. And I found that boosting into the middle of one of those groups and then giving it the big AoE booms that we've got, especially that with the stun, was a nice tactic. But you've got to be careful. You've got to eliminate most of the things, otherwise they start hitting on you and they do hurt. I considered epic damage reduction for 10 more PRR instead of the haste thing, but I wanted to see what the thing could do at max speed, so now we're going to see that. The PRR seemed a little bit more boring, although tell that to the poor people who are dead. Madstone I mentioned already. I think that might be it for 27 bits and pieces. Okay, so I thought for this one we could go into the Gianthold Tor and see how we stack up in there. I'm going to be trying as much as possible, well, first of all to survive this opening onslaught, because this is where it's all at. If you can survive this, I think most would agree you have got the quest made. But I want to see how well we can do with these single target things with the bird, between the bird and the quivering palm. Because it's not a quest really where, apart from in here in this first section, where we're going to get big groups of things come at us. But we are going to get damage over time from these fire giants. And we are absolutely going to have to annihilate them on sight. Target them and boom them with the bird. And try not to see one's already hit me there with the burning thing. Try to keep the ticking healing going. Oh God, look at the damage already. Come on, keep the healing coming. Missed him. We're taking damage again, aren't we? Don't panic, don't panic. Bird strike. Big boom. That was better. Look, all the stuns, all the blinds, that's what we want. I think most of these will be resistant, or the big guys anyway, will be resistant to the oh no! He got done by the quivering palm. Right, let's unload quivering palm on those buggers. We need to do something blinding about that Reaper. Yes, thank you. Let's quivering palm that bugger. Yes, oh look at that. Instant detonation, people. And now I'm on the floor. Come on, get up. We've got some good balance on this character. Straight for the pyro guy. Yes, got him. Boom. It's got a nice, generous circle, that stunning thing. And we're getting the instant killing thing going nicely as well. But the stunning thing on the drifting lotus has a nice circle to it. And I've just noticed we've quivering palmed ourselves out of key, haven't we? Unfortunately. So we're going to have to get using the bird now to subdue these folks. What can you say about the speed of this character? I mean, look at this. Just absolutely devastating. And we were fatigued there, and I hadn't noticed. Look at the speed. It's frightening. Bird. Thank you. The bird's a nice key generator. Get down. Beautiful. Come on. Nice job.
The guards rush through the door to do you in.
That's one down. Oh, we've got a Reaper back there. Bird. Boom. Another famine. Can't see what the hell I'm doing in there. Getting blinded. Get some healing strike in. Yes, well done. Okay. Just knocked something over in the slight panic there. Okay. Now if we can do that, we can do the bulk of the quest, in my opinion. We're just going to have to be a bit careful to use more bird than quivering palm, because that really is heavy on the keys, and it's beautiful when it works though on a nasty target. Boom. Didn't need to do it, but I sure as hell did enjoy that. Instant deletion is very sweet. And again, yes, beautiful. Why have we waited this long to discover this one? Nice bit of bird there. Down. Yes. Beautiful. That was the quivering palm on a dangerous red crown. Love it. Oh, well, I tell you what, people, we're looking the part here. Nice job. Okay. Bird. Oh, he's on cooldown. I have to spend some key. Look at them all stunned. That's the new level 26 addition to the drifting lotus. Loving that. And of course, every time we stun something, the large amount of helpless damage we are doing extra is coming to the fore, which is great.
The magical giantish barrier is down. You are free to move deeper into the Tor.
Oh, hello. Can we blind you? Very nice. Instant death. Oh, I'd run out of bird attacks. The Reaper ate them all. So the bird was on cooldown. That's the thing I've had trouble with in this life. I suppose everybody does, don't they, with these caster damages over time. But I've not been able to, you know, like a favoured soul or cleric or something might. I've not been able to heal hard enough to overcome that kind of thing, and so I've been sort of dribbled away in terms of health when I've had that kind of... The Black Dragon Bolt's one of the worst culprits for that. Just really struggle. I think that's been buffed recently, hasn't it? Okay. Bird. Bird. Boom. Bird. Get down. Now, is he going to come wandering down yet? Yes, if he is, he's going to have a fistful of quivering palm. There you go. I tell you what, it's taken me some time, but I'm just beginning to get the feel of where the buttons are and how to look at them all. They're just dying and dying now, aren't they? Of course, I've never got any key because I'm showing off now with the quivering palm, but who cares? Oh, can we... Yes, we can. Dangerous red crown caster. Boom. We've got somebody behind us here. And another one. Yes. Oh, that is good when it works. My word. Get rid of this disease we've just picked up.
You find a crevice concealed
I
by
think I chose a quest that favoured it, you know, with them all coming in ones and twos like this. You've got to make sure you keep up the deadly instinct, because that's boosting the save DC on the palm. Love it, love it. You need to go on the floor. Thank you. So do you. I think it's time for some quivering. Boom. Rock and roll. Okay, you two are coming through here. Bird? Nope, bird's unavailable. We'll do something else. Get rid of the old disease. Find something nice in the chest. Oh, come on, we deserved something nice in there. Bird? Yep. They took rather a long time, but they've generated some key for us. Okay.
The portal master stands with maddened eyes, casting an elaborate.
I wonder if these are fortified, and so the bird could remove some fortification from them, perhaps.
Master says, when I am done casting Reaver's pain, you would die in the prone stench breaks. I can cast it just as well with one.
Yeah, we can't really use the... Well, definitely can't use the instant death thing against these skeleton types. Oh, and that thing needs to go, absolutely needs to go. Let's get the old bird on the... nice job. Cauldron, perhaps? Bird. Big boom. Get some bird attacks down on him. Don't step out of the cauldron, you muppet! Oh, that was a mistake. Well, to be fair, I got pushed out rather than stepped out, but still, it was a mistake. I think that is a huge dose of lag. Let's not lose now. Come on. Keep the healing coming. Should we actually... I think those skeletons are just going to respawn, aren't they? But just in case they don't, let's get rid of you. Keep the bird attacks coming. Keep the healers going in. I think we've got a cauldron coming back now. Don't do the same thing again, please. Come on, stay with him. How many health did he have? We can't tell, can we? But I bet it was a lot. I'm hoping there's some nice crit numbers coming up there. We've got him, we've got him. Yes, yes. Tell you what, people, that's one for all the stumbling and bumbling of the earlier levels, wrong keys pressed and all that. That was pretty good in my estimation. Well done, the monk. So, we have, well, I think we've proved that the DCs in mid-epic are more than competitive. Look, we're on 80 now for the bird attacks, and 70, what was it, 3 for the quivering palm. I think the quivering palm as a stun thing, a tactics thing, would benefit from a tactic thing there. So perhaps it was a mistake to throw everything in here. I threw our last point in here for one extra on the dodge cap in Reaper mode, so we are up to a dodge chance 40 in Reaper, and I think with the points we've taken we can reach that, can't we? Yes, which is pretty insane, isn't it, really? So yes, we're going to finish the high road. I got butchered in the last quest rather ignominiously. It's as one of you said already, when you get these red crowns pop up, you can very quickly, especially as a melee, when you've got to go into close contact, you really run the risk to some degree. The bird and the quivering palm, as we've seen, can really mitigate that risk. But if they come at you in a big group and you leave something or some things alive, then there is going to be some painful payback. That's just how it is. That's when you really would welcome the ticking heel of a non-Reaper nerfed ticking heel from somebody else. I should do that as a note to self, because poor Mike and his cleric is in exactly the same situation, and the number of heals he gets from me I could count on the fingers of one hand in each quest. In fact, if we get beyond the fingers of one hand, I think he thinks there's something wrong somewhere. So yeah, we'll hopefully have a run at the Gibbers together, whoever's on later on this evening, and then after that we will be going into Wayloon. I am cautiously optimistic for that, because as I mentioned before, that was the scene of our greatest stomping in the heroics, so I'm hoping we can repeat the dose. And then of course we've got the ultimate test in the Stormhorns to complete the sagas, as I like to do. Maybe for the sake of comparison I should throw him in there on the what goes up on Reaper 1, just to compare how he fares against the favoured soul. See how we go. See if we can quivering palm the pillars wagon. I'm not overly optimistic, but you never know. Right, that's enough messing about for this one. Hope that was okay for you. I particularly enjoyed that. I thought we showed really well there. Contrary to the disaster that was episode 22. Thank you very much as always for looking, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.